Hello, YouTube. We are back. Today's video is we're going to be showing you how to change your scooter bearings. I don't know if this is something people struggle with. I used to struggle with it a lot. Luckily my dad used to do it for me. Now I've learned how to do it, I thought, you know what, maybe it's something other people struggle with, especially new riders, so I'll show you how to do it. So, I'm not exactly sure if both sets of bearings need changing. My back ones definitely do. Not sure about the front ones, but I'm also going to be swapping my wheels over anyway, so both of the wheels are coming off. So, the first step, changing your bearings, obviously you've got to take wheels off. So, we have a sexy scooter, and we've got to take the wheels off. So I'll do a time lapse of me taking my wheels off. Let's go! So we've got two wheels, two sets of axles, two spacers, and the bolt to the back. And we have new wheels on the scooter. What we also do have, I hope you can see that, is one bent axle. So, I don't actually know if I have a spare axle, so I'm going to go and have a look quickly now. You should have those parts. Now, I should have said earlier in the video the other things that you need. So, you need to get either, I use a brick, because that's how I do it. You can use 2 bricks, you can use anything. Basically, you want something where the bearings can fall into, like, once you've knocked them out, and also something that's going to support the wheel whilst you're knocking the bearings out, if that makes sense. So I use a brick. You'll see how I use a brick later in the video. Also, I use a hammer, and then I just use this thing. If you've got a Fusion Complete scooter, these always come with it. I'm not sure if other scooters do, but if you have one of these or an Allen key or something like that will work. Anything like that you can use to hit the hammer with, if that makes sense. So I'm quickly going to go and grab an axle, if I've got a spare one, and then we'll get on with the video. Right, so a second axle that is slightly bent but not as bad as the other one has been secured. So what we need to do now is grab your wheels. Let me just see. That one's not too bad, so I'm going to keep that one in for now, because we don't want to waste bearings. That one feels horrible. It does spin, which I know like is okay, but you can kind of see how it's like, I can feel it, it's not smooth, it's horrible. So this is the one we're going to be changing. Basically, I'm going to try and do a close-up. In your wheel, you have 2 bearings and you have a spacer. Where the spacer is in the middle, there should, it's quite hard to see on this one, you should be a little lip where the spacer is, where you can lodge something. Let me see if I can get a close-up. So in there you can see there's almost like 3 lines inside. That bottom line that's a lot darker is basically where the spacer is. You want to use that lip to basically wedge something you can hit with the hammer in there. So I'm using this thing. You want to literally wedge it in there so it's stuck. This is where like a brick or something comes in handy, because basically you can't hold the bearing in there. If I do it like that and I hit it, it's not going to come out. So you need a gap for where the bearing can fall out. So that's why I use a brick. I'm going to put the GoPro here so you can actually see what I'm doing. But you need to find that lip in there. Sometimes it's quite hard and it does slip. It takes a couple of goes. And then you basically just hit it with the hammer. These bearings come in the wheels, so it's probably going to take me ages to actually get them out. Sometimes they'll come out easy, sometimes they don't. You do that. So, wow, we'll do that now, and then I'll do the next part. So, find the lip, and you get the hammer. And it's moving. So I'm going to time lapse it again, because sometimes it does take a while. And yeah, so we'll time lapse me getting the first bearing out, and then we'll come back for the second one. So as you can see now, I hope you can see anyway, in there, let me lift it up. In there, we have a spacer and 1 bearing. So all you've got to do now, basically, is put that on there, hold that on there, or I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed. But yeah, all you gotta do now is hit the other side out, which is a lot easier because you don't have to find the lip. So I'll do that quickly now. Do it a couple on each side, and then you're not hitting it in the same space. And there you have, your bearings are out of your wheels. So those 2 bearings, do whatever with. You can either chuck them away. Sometimes I keep them because if your bearings have like popped or something and you just need spares, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a really good pair. It can be like any bearings as long as you can ride. So I might hold on to these for a little bit, but I'm not too worried about them. I also got new wheels the other day, which I'm not riding yet, but I got new wheels the other day, so I don't actually need new bearings. Now what we're gonna do is put the new bearings in. So I have this bag with bearings in it. I actually need to go through like all my scooter parts because I've got so much crap, basically. Let me put you up here. I have so much like just bags of bolts and rubbish that either I do need or I don't need, but it's all like everywhere. So I'm hoping in here somewhere there's bearings there, but I don't know if they're new bearings or old bearings. They look new, or one of them is new anyway. Oh, there's a hole in the bag. Right, this one looks like a new bearing, and this one looks like a new bearing. So you need 2 bearings. One of them goes in one side, one of them goes in the other side. So you get your wheel. You put the bearing basically so it's in the wheel, but not like you're not going to be able to push it in. Let me get this and show you. Basically, you want to get the bearing and just lodge it in the top without like it being in. And then once again, you literally just get the hammer, tap it. Oh crap! You literally just want to tap it lightly until it starts going. You can already see it starting to go in. So, and then what you want to do is put the bearing in the other side. No, sorry. What you want to do after that is get your spacer. It's here. That's what came out of the middle of the wheel. You pop that in there, and then you put the bearing in the other side, like that. And then you basically hammer them in. So you do one side, you put the spacer in, you hammer the other bearing in. So I'm going to do that now. There we are. So there you have it. You can see the bearings are in, spacers inside. I'm pretty sure those were old bearings and I didn't have any new ones, so they don't quite spin like perfectly for new bearings, but it's good enough like for what I need. So now what you need to do, obviously, you need to put your wheels back on the scooter. So I'm going to do that now. I'll time lapse it, and then to finish off the video I'm going to get some clips on my grind box. I've had it a while and I've just started like getting some decent clips on it, so I'll try and get some good stuff, although it is freezing and my hands are cold. I do have a kicker as well, but I kind of broke it, so I'm waiting to get the wood repaired on that. So time lapse the wheels now and then we'll get some quick clips. Quickly going to sort my scooter out because my spacer won't go back in. You will know, if you're a scooter rider, you will know back wheel spacers, they are the most annoying thing. They've come out and they won't go back in. It's freezing cold, my hands are like frozen. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to put the camera down, try and fix my scooter, and then we're going to come back in a second, fix the scooter, come back and get some clips on the grind box.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.